What's up guys, welcome to this week's TTG News. We got a bunch of races that went down in the past week, so I'm going to let you guys know of all the results and how these races went down, so be sure to stick around. So first off, as you guys know, last week I talked about the race on Friday, which was the women's race in Abu Dhabi. Now the day after was the men's race, so of course I couldn't put that in the video. This news is a little bit older, but of course Javier Gomez won the first race of the ITU season. He beat Thomas Bishop by just about 15 seconds, so still a pretty close race. Not like the sprint finish that the women had the day before, but overall still a really exciting finish for both of those guys. Of course, Gomez winning again. This is his 13th win in the ITU circuit. And in third place was Vincent Lewis. I think that's a really good start off to the season. Two really exciting races for the men and the women. So I'm really excited to keep seeing how these races are going to keep going as the season goes on. Now, if you guys are excited for the next ITU race, you're going to have to wait a little while, which kind of surprised me that they're doing them so far apart. The next race is only going to be on April 8th for the women and 9th for the men. This one is in Australia, in Queensland, Gold Coast. So looks like awesome place to race. There looks like there's some super modern buildings around there and just some really nice scenery and everything. So that looks like a really cool one. Kind of weird that it's so far apart, but I think they normally do this at the start of the season. I just haven't really been paying attention for the past little while, but that's still pretty cool. I definitely want to check that out. Now there's another Ironman race in New Zealand. This one was not quite as close as the ITU races. Jocelyn McCauley won this race by over 10 minutes, which is crazy. And of course, Laura Siddall came in second and Meredith Kessler got third, but that is kind of crazy how an Ironman race like that can have such a big difference between first and second, where the ITU races are usually not even more than a minute and sometimes can just be a couple seconds. This race of course was in New Zealand, which looked like they had awesome weather. If you watch my latest vlog, it is freezing cold in here, so I'm pretty jealous of these people that got to go to New Zealand. Now if you guys are trying to qualify for Kona, you might want to check out a race in Canada in Whistler. This one just got 20 more spots for Kona, so getting your chances up if you want to qualify for Kona might be a good one to check out. This one's in Whistler, which is awesome scenery, probably pretty hilly, mountainy roads, but I think that would be an awesome race to do, and especially if there's a few more chances to qualify, you might want to check out that race. Now one thing I just found out that I'm not really sure if it's very true or what's going on. I think it's still under investigation, but there's a guy, I'm not really sure what his actual name is, but they call him the Wish Runner, and he basically, his goal this year was to do as many 70.3 Ironman races as possible and actually set a world record. I think his goal was to do 30. Now he's probably still gonna do this, but he is under investigation for setting a marathon time that they think he may have cut the course. And I know this has been kind of a problem in the marathoning world where people are cutting the course and they actually get found out and caught. So I'm interested to see what happens. I don't really want to say anything too negative about this guy because it may not be true, but it's just something that kind of sucks because, you know, you hate it when people cheat in races and in marathons, and you really don't want that coming over to the triathlon community, although we already know there have been a few people that have been caught for doping. So it kind of is a touchy subject, but I thought I'd let you guys know, and I'm probably going to follow this story a little bit more closely now that I know what's going on. So that's all the news for this week. If you want to check out my latest vlog, I started making vlogs again and actual videos now that most of my exams are done. I might be a little bit busier next week, but I'm still going to try to pump out a few videos. So that is what's going on with the channel. Check out the vlog, I'll link it wherever. Thanks for watching guys, and never stop trying.